I am Elizabeth Willett, Senior Fertility Herbalist with the Natural Fertility Company. We're the naturalfertilityshop.com and naturalfertilityinfo.com. As you all may know, fertility cleansing is an incredibly gentle way to start a fertility health journey or consider doing at some point on your fertility health journey. It's an amazing 1-month process that helps support liver and uterine health in a couple of different ways. The purpose of the cleanse is to help the liver function at its best, to clear away and process any excess hormones and toxins that have built up in there. I guess the aim really to reduce excess hormones, to help the body remember or be able to balance hormones or keep hormones balanced. And then there's another part to cleansing which involves uterine health and supporting the uterus and functioning optimally. The cleanse is aimed at helping clear out old tissue and blood left over from past cycles, to encourage a healthy period, to encourage a healthy cycle, to encourage uterine health. I think that the reason why some of the misconceptions arise is because of the myriad of cleanses that people can do. And when you hear the word cleanse, you think of full body cleanse. Let me just go ahead and block that user. And you think of some things that seem to be a little bit more drastic. Our fertility cleanse, or the fertility cleansing that we suggest, is not a drastic process. It's not a whole body cleanse. It's actually really gentle, and it's a way to help the body systems function, and particularly these two organs, the liver and the uterus, as they're supposed to at their best. It's not coaxing them to function in a way that they don't know how to. It's helping them remember and be able to function as they are intended to do, or as they normally do. So one common misconception that we get about fertility cleansing is that it's going to bring back a missing period. And while this has happened for a few people, it's not the only thing that needs to be considered when a period is missing. There are so many reasons why your period could be absent that there may need to be more that needs to be addressed. It may not just take a cleanse, and that's not what this cleanse is necessarily for. So often I read reviews of the fertility cleanse. It didn't work for me. And I think that there's a misconception that the cleanse is designed to help your period come back if it's absent. While it's a starting point and it's an important part of a program to help an absent period return, it's not the only thing to think about. Another common misconception is that the cleanse will heal a fertility health issue. We know that that's not true, and we know that that is not possible with these gentle herbs in this particular cleanse. There again are many reasons why that fertility health issue is present and other areas to look at, but fertility cleansing is one of those first steps to take when you're looking to try to help the body heal a fertility health issue. Something else we hear about is that some people will ask us, do I need to cleanse? I have a regular cycle. I get a period every month. I don't have a lot of pain. My bleeding is normal. I don't have any diagnosed fertility health issues. Should I cleanse? And while that's entirely up to you, you can still cleanse. If you're one of those people who doesn't have a fertility health issue and is just looking to become as healthy as possible before you get pregnant. If you know that you've been exposed to a number of environmental toxins, or your diet hasn't been optimal and as clean as you have wanted it to be, up until you're considering a cleanse or considering preparing for conception, cleansing could still be an option. If you're not certain your liver is functioning at its best, or if you just want to be sure that it is, you can cleanse before you begin trying to conceive. It is okay to cleanse if you don't have a fertility health issue and if you don't have a menstrual cycle health issue, if it's pretty regular. Something else that we hear about is that fertility cleansing will take too much time. The majority of the women and couples that we work with happen to be between the ages of 35 and 45 and 50 really, and have probably heard or are thinking because of what they've read that they need to hurry, that time is running out, that they are quote unquote advanced maternal age. That's a phrase doctors use freely for women, especially if you're 45 or older. And while I understand those feelings, if you're battling a fertility health issue or if you're wanting to become as healthy as possible prior to pregnancy, taking 1 month to cleanse and start that process off, for lack of a better phrase, kind of with the bang. Like, give yourself the big boost before you really jump into diet and exercise in your natural fertility program. We don't feel is taking too much time. We feel like that's giving yourself a gift and allowing yourself the time to start on the right path. That said, there are times when you're on someone else's timeline, meaning you're considering IUI or IVF or, frozen embryo transfer, when you need to have specific tests done and your doctor wants you to do them at a specific time in your cycle. And the cleanse is 1 month. It's best if it's completed in its entirety. The body responds the best if you can complete the whole thing. If you don't have that entire month or that entire cycle to cleanse, then it's best to just wait. And you can start on your natural fertility program in the other areas, making diet and lifestyle changes, exercising regularly, managing your stress, trying acupuncture, affirmations, emotional freedom technique, all those other things that you might do, massage, you can jump in and do those things. But if you're preparing for a medical fertility procedure and you really don't have a month to cleanse and complete a cleanse in its entirety, then it is best to wait. We do suggest that you don't try to conceive while cleansing. You take a month off from trying to conceive when you're doing a fertility cleanse. And that perhaps is one of the other main reasons why we hear I don't have enough time, or I can't do that, or that I'm missing a chance to get pregnant if I take that 1 month off. And I do also get that. But the benefits of cleansing prior to conception are actually, we feel, too important to skip that step, and too important to your fertility health prior to pregnancy to skip that step. But you just really need to sit with how you feel about it. We don't want you stressed about taking that 1 month off while cleansing, of course. So weighing the pros and cons, just like anything, right? But we feel like taking the right amount of time to prepare for pregnancy is really what's best, whether it's natural or medical, that you're offering yourself a gift by taking that time to cleanse, or follow a natural fertility program for 3 to 6 months prior to becoming pregnant. Everybody's situation is different. Everyone's timeline is different. Everyone finds us at a different point in their journey. So if you're struggling with where to start or what to do first or what to do next, reach out to us and let us know, and we can try to help you figure that out or think through the pros and cons of what might be next. Fertility cleansing is really an important foundational step, a healthy foundational step to help the body respond better to natural therapies and set you off on the right track. We don't feel like skipping this crucial step is actually a setback or actually takes time away from you. We feel like it's a proactive, helpful thing to do on your journey. Another misconception that we hear about is that the cleanse can't be done because somebody's already on a natural fertility program or already on medications or already taking specific herbs. Every case is different, but cleansing could still be considered. While we don't feel you should start any new herbs while you start the cleanse, so at the same time as you start the cleanse, if you've been on an herbal program for 2 weeks or longer, I like the or longer part best, that can be continued while doing a fertility cleanse. So if you've already started your program and you skipped the cleanse for whatever reason, or you didn't know about the cleanse when you started your natural fertility program, you could consider cleansing as long as you're not on medications. Someone's asking about anticoagulants and medications. We do not suggest liver cleansing or cleansing while you're on any prescription medications unless your doctor will support you and can guide you and is giving you the okay to do that. It's not the best idea to cleanse the liver when you're on medication unless you're being guided to do it by your healthcare provider. It's not something we suggest jumping in and doing on your own. What else? There are a couple more that have come up that I feel like it's important to share, including birth control. That is true, including birth control. Birth control should be finished before cleansing. Another one is that pregnancy is a guaranteed result of fertility cleansing, and that is not true either. And I think that's in part where some of the more frustrated reviews come in about the product, is that people expect to get pregnant, and I'm not certain why. I think we want you to be hopeful, but and we have had some clients conceive while cleansing and some conceive right after cleansing. That is not necessarily the norm, and we aren't all the same. We don't all cleanse in the same way. We don't all have the same underlying imbalances and issues that cleansing is working to support and address. But conception is not a guaranteed result of fertility cleansing. It's just not. All right. And the last one I had is that if you don't feel any different, cleansing didn't work. I think that's also why I get reviews about the cleanse not working. It didn't work because I didn't feel anything. So first of all, the fertility cleanse, I've said this before, is really gentle. It's not a cleanse that's going to make you have to go to the bathroom a ton. You don't have to stay home. You can keep eating your diet. Of course, we want you to be eating a really healthy whole food diet. We don't require a lot of changes, and it doesn't require you change your lifestyle for that month. What it does is help the systems of the body function as they're supposed to. And I don't know anybody else who can feel their liver do its job every day, or who can feel the uterus do its job every day. Yes, you can feel it when you have a menstrual cramp, or yes, you might feel a little bit of digestion in the really early hours of the morning. But in general, we don't feel our organs do what they do to keep us healthy and function all the time. And this is what cleansing, these herbs, these gentle herbs are doing. They're just helping the body function like it's supposed to. So you might not feel anything. It's true. There are a lot of people who cleanse and they don't feel a thing. And it's okay. We know that it's still working though. I know that there are times when I take herbs and I think in my head, gee, I should be feeling something, and I don't. But then down the line, I'm like, wait a second. I didn't realize I was experiencing a benefit. Yet on the flip side of that coin, sorry, just kicked my camera. There are people who do feel things when they cleanse. Cleansing the liver can bring up some stuff. It can make you feel a little bit tired. It can make you feel a little bit moody or emotional in a different way than normal. It can cause a little bit of a reaction in your skin. Our skin is the largest organ of the body, and it cleanses when the other organs of the body cleanse. And on the flip side of that coin, there are women who come to us and say, I felt fabulous while cleansing. My mood increased, my cramps decreased, my period got better, my libido increased, my energy was outstanding. Then they notice all these wonderful side effects of cleansing. So people hear the term side effects and they immediately think negative, but that's not always the case. There can be good, positive side effects. So we're all different and we're all going to feel cleansing differently. But if you don't feel anything while you're cleansing, that's okay. And it doesn't mean that the cleanse isn't working for you, because most of the time you don't feel your liver do its thing, but you have to know that those herbs are in there working, and just trust them. That's part of this process, trusting why you chose what you chose and what these herbs are historically and traditionally and clinically known to use. Plants have been used for millennia. Plants were what we used to heal before prescriptions and pills were even made. So we know from historical documentation and also clinical use of a lot of these plants and herbs that they do have an effect on the body, whether we can tell it or not. Some of us are more in tune than others. So, little soapbox, but it's okay not to feel anything while cleansing. Ultimately, those are all of the misconceptions that we get most of the time. Something else I wanted to talk about is that if you choose to purchase a Fertility Cleanse Kit from naturalfertilityshop.com, it comes with an entire month's supply of products for the cleanse. You get the cleanse in one kit. You get a wonderful fertility cleanse guide. It's all you need in that package to cleanse. There are 2 different phases and all the products are in there. There isn't anything additional that you need to buy to continue your cleanse. And ultimately what's best is that you use all of those products. If you have a longer cycle, your products are going to be used up quicker. If you have a shorter cycle, you might have some cleanse products left over, and that's okay too. But whatever your experiences is with the Fertility Cleanse Kit, if you have questions, you can certainly reach out to us to ask that. But everything will be in that one kit for you with a great instruction booklet that will help you walk you through the process. And while there are misconceptions, we truly trust in this product. We feel like fertility cleansing is an incredible gift that you can give to yourself as you start your journey or wherever you're at on your journey. And if you'd like help in knowing how to incorporate it into your program, we can certainly do that. We're here to help you with that. Thank you for joining today, and we'll see you next week with a little bit more about detoxing after, continuing a gentle detox if you want that after fertility cleansing, for the remainder of your fertility journey, hopefully. All right, have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you next week. Bye.